Throughout the nation, castle doctrine laws are an idea or a standard to aspire to, not necessarily a specific text to be copied and pasted into a state's law books. Put another way, all states that can be said to have castle doctrine laws word them a little bit different, but the effect is broadly the same. Mississippi is one such state, and I can tell you right up front that they do not mess around when it comes to castle doctrine, and they might prove to have the most strongly worded, pro-citizen standard yet codified into law. With excellent protections against malicious prosecution and comprehensive standards for justification, Mississippi is definitely a frontrunner in this category. Keep reading and we will tell you everything you need to know, and make sure you stop to check out the exact text of the state statutes at the end of the article. There is no obligation to retreat or to attempt retreat in Mississippi if you are attacked in your home, place of business, occupied vehicle, or any other place you have a legal, lawful right to be. Lethal force is also justified to stop someone from committing a forcible felony against you or a third party, or the imminent commission of a forcible felony. Overview of castle doctrine law in Mississippi. Mississippi's laws covering self-defense and their castle doctrine statutes, in particular, are just about as clear as it can get on the matter. At any time and any place that a person happens to be lethal force may be used to defend themselves against the threat of death, or great bodily injury at the hands of a criminal assailant. This applies if a person is inside their home, inside their place of business, a temporary domicile, an occupied vehicle, or any other structure. Furthermore, there is no obligation to the state under the law for a defender to retreat or to attempt retreat prior to resorting to force, including lethal force, in self-defense. When the situation calls for such a response, a person may defend himself at the instant so long as they have a reasonable belief that they may die or be gravely injured if they don't. Restrictions. Like every state with castle doctrine laws, you may never claim self-defense and particularly may never resort to lethal force in defense if you are trespassing, or in a place illegally in some way. Similarly, you may never be engaged in a crime or otherwise furthering the commission of a crime and claim self-defense. It is also worth pointing out that you may never use lethal force in defense of property, real or otherwise, except in the rarest scenarios. If someone is committing or about to commit arson, for instance, then lethal force might be justified to prevent the commission of that felony, but think carefully before you commit to such a course of action.